Yeah.
So he's got mount.
Sorry.
This will be, the first 7 series is ways to get out of this position and series that follow that. So this is a more traditional jiu-jitsu when you're doing sport, because you're gonna go here with your hands. We don't do it in MMA or street fight because you're gonna get knocked out while you're trying to get it. But I wanna make sure that everybody knows this one. So I'm here, I'm gonna do what's called a power shrimp. So a power shrimp, let me do it without you first. So if you hop off first, go off for 1 second. So a power shrimp is I'm gonna bridge as I'm keeping his torso down, and then while I've got him up, that creates the space, and I'm gonna shrimp underneath. Okay? Then I'm gonna come in with the frame shrimp, come back, and get guard. So with Ali on top, so as he's there, first I'm using this frame, this box frame on one side to keep him from moving up higher on me. Then I'm going to power shrimp and scoot away. Sometimes if he goes that way, I end up shrimping that way, or if his weight goes that way, I shrimp that way. It kind of doesn't make a difference, depends on his motion. So then I frame up and I shrimp more until I can get to a full guard. Okay, now if he's sitting back like this and his hands are down, which is more common for the beginners, which is good for our initial series, I've got 3 initial attacks that come from here. It all comes from a sit-up for a Kimura. So I'm gonna trap one hand on one side of my body. I don't have to use all abs. I'm gonna use my elbow on the mat to lift my weight, to help give me something to roll over. And then I'm gonna come up here, and I wanna make sure that my armpit gets all the way over his shoulder, so I'm controlling this. This hand's gonna come underneath, clasp my own hand. I'm gonna put this foot across his back so he doesn't roll away from me. And then I'm gonna use this elbow and armpit to cinch his shoulder down, and very gently push up on his hand until he taps. That's a Kimura. Now, from here, if I go for the Kimura, a lot of times the guy's gonna reach underneath my butt, or grab his own pants, or his own thigh, or my butt, or whatever. So I'm gonna come up for it, and he's bearing it. He's not letting me get to it. So instead, I have to grab my own foot because I'm fat and inflexible. I grab my own foot and feed it through, and then I push the head out of the way, and I'm controlling this wrist. And a lot of times at this point, the guy's deciding to roll out, so I gotta sit up fairly quick and catch him. And then to finish it off, we always do it nice and slow on our training partners because it doesn't take much pressure. I'm gonna walk my foot, boom, 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 this way. That's driving his shoulder down. I'm gonna get this foot over this way, and then I'm gonna slowly bring my hips up, slowly, until he taps. That's a omoplata. All right, lastly, sometimes I'll go for the Kimura, and he's either defending omoplata or whatever, but a lot of times as I sit up, he's gonna drive back into me. So I sit up, and it didn't work, but while I'm here, I can't get this Kimura because he's driving all his weight back down. This hand is gonna come underneath his chin, here, and I'm gonna bring him back down, and as I bring him back down, I wanna get it's hard to show, I'll show it when he's not there. I climb my hand onto my tummy and give a little choke. So what's happening, it's a one-arm guillotine. I come under, scoop under the chin, and then what you can't see is this hand is walking up my chest. And then I'm gonna do basically a oblique lat side crunch. So it's here for the choke. Boom. The choke is not the arm coming up into his neck. It's actually my armpit driving the top of his head down while this is high enough and in position. So walking the hand up locks this part in place, and then me doing a lat crunch drives my armpit over the top of his head, down, and that's what does the choke. That's series 7. That's it. All right, thanks, brother. Appreciate you.